This is the story of schools in Kwara State. From Ofa to Patigi to Ilorin, we are presented with dilapidated school buildings. Public schools across Kwara State are in a state of shame as they are a caricature of their old self. The deplorable conditions of the schools with dilapidated structures make them unhealthy for effective teaching and learning. Due to the negligence by successive state government, almost all the reputable schools that produce virtually all the important personalities in Kwara State are now the options for only the poorest and vulnerable Kwarans who cannot afford to pay the fees of private schools. In a recent report by a civil society group, Elite Network for Sustainable Development, over 30 schools in the state are in a state of disrepair and total neglect. A great scholar once said, if you want to destroy any community, you don't need weapons. All you have to do is to reduce the quality of education. This is Government Secondary School Ilorin. This is the first school in the state. Founded in 1914, this school has produced important personalities like Senators Shaba Lafiaji, a former Kwara State governor, and current senator representing Kwara North. Interestingly, 3 other former governors of Kwara State are alumni of the school. They are late Colonel David Bangboye, the first military governor of Kwara State, late Governor Mohammed Lawal, and former Governor Cornelius Adebayo. All attended this same school. The school was founded in 1967, and this is its current state. Government Secondary School Adeta, also founded in 1967, has over 1,600 students. Mount Carmel College, this school was founded in 1952 and it currently has over 1,000 students. Saru Secondary School Ogidi also has almost 2,000 student population. Patigi Secondary School. This school was founded in 1970 as the first conventional public secondary school in Patigi and has an estimated population of over 800 with 70 staffs across junior and secondary level. The enrollment rate is high, being the model school and a point of reference to other schools in the community. Islamiyya College Patigi was founded in 1982 to augment the Patigi Secondary School. It currently has a student population of 650 students with just 43 teachers.
We are now at the assembly ground. This is JSS 3C, and as you can see, the major problem with most of these classes is problem of rainy season. This is also JSS 3B. This is a combination of the physics and chemistry lab that was not completed to specification due to reasons unknown to us. This is one of the classes in Islamiyya College. And according to the investigation by INETSU, this is supposed to be SS3A. And as you can see, the ceilings are giving way because the roofings are very, very poor, and the rain has already damaged most of it, and it's looking as if it wants to fall.
This is also Government Technical School, Patigi.
Close to electrical motor vehicle mechanics department is the supposedly physics laboratory of a Government Technical College, Patigi.
In addition to infrastructural decay, it was also learnt that staffing is another major problem facing public schools in most communities of Kwara State outside Ilorin. Some of the schools have as low as 5 teaching staff as of January 2018. But then, the state government has recently announced the employment of over 1,850 teachers in the state. While responding to a query by Elite Network for Sustainable Development, the governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed, explained through his official Twitter handle on the 29th of June 2018 that the state of this school is one of the reasons I have severally called for emergency reforms in the education sector. A country's development trajectory is firmly subject to the range and quality of its educational system. As it stands, ours require reform urgently. States are expected to fund school infrastructure through matching grants from Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC. Currently, most states are unable to afford the counterpart funds to access the grants. Also, UBEC grants only cover primary schools and junior secondary schools. How can we rehabilitate JSS and ignore the senior secondary school classrooms? We need to reform UBEC to ease states' access to the funds and expand its remit. That is a key way to address education infrastructure at pre-tertiary levels.
However, stakeholders in education have countered the governor's statement. They said if he indeed cared about education in his state, he would take out of a security vote to provide the 800 million naira counterpart funding required from the state government to access the UBEC grant.
While there have been efforts to redeem this with the construction of classrooms in various schools across Kwara State by the federal government as part of the zonal intervention projects nominated by the federal legislators from Kwara State, the consistent lack of maintenance culture by the state government on the already existing schools and their classrooms is condemnable. There seems to be no assurance that the state government will also maintain the classrooms recently built with taxpayers' money. Quality basic education is one of the things that must be provided by any responsible government, which will have direct impact on the lives of its people. We strongly recommend that the state government provide adequate budgetary provisions to address the infrastructural needs of the schools. Moreover, the state government should totally take charge of the infrastructural needs of the senior secondary school, since the primary and junior secondary schools have been covered by UBEC grants. This is calling on the Kwara State government to urgently declare a state of emergency in the education system of the state.